What's going on, everybody? It's Marky back with another vlog. I've been doing a lot more of these recently, and just because I've been actually enjoying my life, I've been doing the things that I've always dreamed about. And here I am on my honeymoon with my wife. We are traveling. We're currently in Playa del Carmen in Cancun, and this is by far the most beautiful resort that I have ever seen. I've been to a lot of, growing up my family loved to travel, and so I've even gone to Cancun before and a bunch of different places in Mexico. It was almost like every single year we would travel. But by far this is the most beautiful resort that I've ever seen. We have like, I think, over 10 pools here. We even have a fake little beach over here that we went into yesterday. They were playing the World Cup games and it was just such a lovely time. So I'm gonna go ahead and start from the lobby, which is all the way over there. So I wanna show you guys exactly what is at this resort. So we're gonna start from the lobby and work from there as I talk to you guys about the kind of freedom that trading can buy you guys. So with that being said, let's hop straight into it. All right guys, so starting from the entrance, we had a beautiful roundabout drive-in, and the first thing that you're gonna see is a bar that treats you right here. And today guys, this place is absolutely booming. I definitely did not expect that when I was booking such an expensive resort, but the fact that it is such a high rated resort makes sense why there's so much people, because I remember going with my family one time and it was just absolutely empty. This one is quite the opposite. There's lines for all the food. You need to literally book reservations for the restaurants that you're gonna eat at every single day in advance. Otherwise it's gonna be booked and you are not gonna be able to get a seat. So this right here is probably the most spectacular thing that I have seen on a resort, because you kind of overlook the whole thing, and then there's these two buildings on both sides. And so you guys walking in see this beautiful view, and this is what they told me was like their own little fake beach. You have sand all around, beach chairs, and right there is where they played the World Cup game yesterday. This is like the fake beach, and then there's a little infinity pool with like glass, so if you get close enough right there you can take some good pictures. I'm probably gonna ask my wife to take some pictures of me over there. But what a beautiful view, and this is definitely what you want to see when you're coming to a resort. Now again, like I said, when you're looking for a resort, you want to pay attention to specific things, and I'm going to show you exactly what we got from this resort. But starting from the first thing was definitely the food. That was our number one priority, because it doesn't really matter what kind of beach or pools this resort has if the food is not good. Food is definitely the most important thing, and that's what we spend the most time doing. We go to the restaurants, the little taco bars on the sides, and the bars. The bars, they have drinks, and so I've actually never drank alcohol in my life up until this week. I was just trying some stuff, but even then I'm not like chugging it down. I'm just taking little sips. And honestly guys, I don't get the point. I don't understand why people do it. I guess if I was to drink enough to the point of getting drunk, maybe I'd start to understand, but I just don't ever like putting myself in a position where I'm not thinking at the top of my mind, you know? When you're not at 100%, you just leave room for error, and that room for error will cause you to make mistakes, and I've just never supported that. While I am trying it, I'm probably not gonna drink alcohol ever again in my life, unless I obviously go traveling like this, and it's just for the thrill of trying it out. But we have this beautiful bridge that crosses over. This is the building that me and my wife are staying in. It's all connected, but it has this little bridge to actually go into the actual building over there. And let's get down there and let me show you some of the restaurants and some of the bars that I have liked the most so far. All right guys, so normally you're not able to go to the rooftop, but that's one of the privileges of getting the preferred club, which I am in. Prepare to have your minds blown, because that was one of the most beautiful views. If you guys already thought that floor 3 was beautiful, that's where the lobby's on. It's on floor 3. When we go up to the rooftop, we're on like above floor 8, so we're on floor 9. You pretty much overlook everything. And it's so beautiful. We have an infinity pool up there, and it's only for the preferred members, so you gotta pay a little bit more, but it's worth it. And yeah, I did end up pulling the slippers out with the robe. They're pretty nice, and I got some Birkins, but they just were so uncomfortable, especially when my feet got wet, so I decided to wear these instead. And let me show you. This is the view. As soon as you step out of the elevator, you literally overlook the entire resort. So we have a little restaurant, a bar, and this is the view that I'm talking about, with an infinity pool that pretty much just overlooks the entire resort. This has been the favorite spot out of everything that I've seen so far. Remember guys, I'm only day 2 into this trip, so I still have yet to see absolutely everything, but we did walk around, and so far this has been the best amenity. You have some chairs over there and over there, And if you guys are wondering how I'm able to do this at 20 years old, travel wherever I want and have my own schedule, it's because I learned a skill at the young age to compound the money I was making. I wasn't looking for a different career. I wasn't looking for a higher paying job. I was looking for a way to take the money I was making and compound it from $1,500 to $10,000 a month, because that's way more valuable than getting a job that constricts you to a specific location, that a specific time schedule, and a specific pay that doesn't let you scale. And that's why I decided to pursue something else, and that's what allows me to travel at 20 years old, to go on beautiful trips like this with my wife. I mean, even the restroom here is the most beautiful restroom that you're gonna see in any resort. And again, guys, although there is a huge benefit in being able to earn as much money as you want trading, again, the best privilege is to not have that location restriction, not having a specific place that you have to be at a specific time, and you can pretty much just extend your trips as long as you want, right? I don't have anywhere to be. I was wondering why people were gathered over there, but there's another game being played today. You guys can see they're all just circled up around over there. And here is the bar that I liked the most. This one was on the mock beach that they have. And look at those seating as well, beautiful. The drink that I'm gonna be ordering today is the Zombie. I tried it yesterday, that was really delicious, honestly. So I'm gonna go order that and show you guys what it looks like. All right guys, drink has been secured. I'm starting to see those clouds come back. This morning, actually, it was raining pretty hard. I don't know if I have any clips that will fit the YouTube ratio, but if I do, they'll pop over the screen right now. It was so beautiful from my balcony, seeing the rain, and guess what I did? I turned on the hot tub. I made myself a little jacuzzi on the balcony, and that's where I was at in the morning. So yeah, hopefully it comes back, because I'm down to do that again. But back to what I was talking about. This is called a Zombie. It's actually the most delicious drink that I've had so far. And from all I knew about alcohol, I just thought every single one was just gonna have a super bitter and nasty taste. But some of them are actually pretty good. Now, that doesn't mean I'm gonna be drinking them, but when it comes to trying it out, it's pretty good, especially this drink. Look at this beautiful walkway. This will lead us to some of the pools. Remember the pool that I showed you guys with the infinity little edge and the glass that I said is good for pictures? That one starts right here. You just swim out either to the right side or to the left, but super beautiful pool. Let's go towards the beach though. I haven't been there that much. We actually haven't even gone in the beach water, but I think it's pretty dirty. So when it came to the restaurants, the bars, and the actual amenities, the pools, and everything that was included, 10 out of 10. When it comes to the beach, that's one thing that I think we had to skip out on this time around, because you can't find a perfect resort that has everything. You can kind of get a mix of like medium here, but to find a resort that has everything, you would have to definitely do a lot more research. Maybe take a few months or even take the actual trips and learn from experience where you can find all of that. But from what we found, this one fit all of our criteria. What a beautiful, beautiful greenery. Honestly, that's one of my favorite things. If there's a lot of greens all around, it's gonna make the place look so much better. Rather than, you know, having a few pools but nothing to fill up the space. That's what makes it kind of look mediocre, but all the greenery around makes it look so much better. And we are at the beach now, so let me show you guys what we have. This right here is the activity pool, so whenever there are any events or games, they are played in this pool, such as beach volleyball, for example. That would be played right here. Super massive pool. And guess what, guys? We have made it to the beach. This part is what we kind of had to skimp out on. Like, we haven't really even been here, so this is my first time actually going a little bit deeper into the beach area, but let me show you guys the water. It's just not what you want to be swimming in. So it looks like we have a little volleyball court right there. You guys can see they're literally working out the seaweed right now. Look at that water. Yeah, I just personally wouldn't go in there. Super windy. Super windy. As you guys can see from my hair, super windy over here. There's nothing to block all the wind, but take a look at this water. It has a deep brown color. At least it doesn't smell though. That's definitely a good thing. The beach is very nicely cleaned up, and as you guys can see, they're working at it right now. So that's a plus, you know? It's not like just getting hoarded up here on the beach and they're not doing anything about it. They're definitely putting in the work to keep this place clean, but it's just not like a swimmable beach. That's just one of the risks you will have when you're going to Cancun. Now, this isn't gonna happen at every resort you go to, because some places in Cancun, especially during the right season, will have such a clear blue and beautiful ocean and beach that you can swim in. But there's a risk that during seasons like the summer, for example, you will get the opposite, and it's gonna be dirty, it's gonna get a ton of seaweed, and it's not gonna really be swimmable. And Although it is swimmable, you don't want to be touching that water. So that's one of the downsides. But let me sit down and talk to you guys for a little bit, because this is the right place to do it. It seems empty. All right, guys, so let's get back on the topic of trading. While this wind is absolutely blasting in my face, I wanted to talk again about the kind of freedom that I've gotten from trading. Now I'm 20 years old and I'm able to travel. I don't have any constraints. Like, I don't have to be back, other than for my dog, you know? He's currently getting watched by my wife's family. So that is a responsibility that we have to come back to. But other than that, guys, like, I don't have a specific boss that's telling me, come back, go to work. And I get paid based off of my performance. If I reward myself and I show myself the kind of freedom that I'm buying with trading, I'm not gonna be greedy. I'm gonna want to take the money out that I'm making and go spend it on things like this. Go travel, go enjoy the time that I have. Because the reality is, most people don't get to do this. If you've seen from the clips that I've been playing so far, the majority of the people here, they're older. They're up in their 50s, 40s, or even older than that. And that's a sad truth, that most people, they don't get to actually go and enjoy themselves. Maybe once a year or on occasion they'll take a trip and you'll see a young couple. But traveling is expensive, and it's one of those things that once you get wrapped around in your work, in your house, in just life in general, you're gonna have bills and responsibilities, and oftentimes, unless you're making a very high salary, you're not gonna be able to take money out or set it aside for stuff like this. You'll need to get a new car so that you can drive to work more comfortably, because that would be more reliable for you than going on a vacation that lasts a week. And so at the end of the day, your life's gonna go by and you're not gonna be able to take trips like this. And that's why I always tell people, whether it be trading, whether it be some other business, whether it be some Amazon or Shopify business, a clothing brand, like even sales, you can sell something and you're getting paid based off of the performance that you actually pull in. And that right there will give you the freedom, right? You can sell stuff at your own pace. You can get on calls even when I'm here. I can hop on a call with somebody. And so things like that will allow you to step away from a specific location, from a boss, and then your salary is in your own hands. If you can work hard enough, if you're ambitious, if you wanna take trips like this, if you wanna enjoy your life, if you wanna get nice things, you're gonna have to work for it. And if you're in a business that pays you for your work based off of how much of it you do, then you're gonna be able to do things like this at the end of the day. Jobs won't let you do that. And I just want to encourage you guys that this is what trading has bought me. And if you guys spend enough time in it too, you guys will also be able to do the same thing. Now, I always tell you guys, like, these other businesses that exist out there, and yes, you can make the same amount of money. But think about it. Trading is that one business where you don't necessarily have to actually do anything physical. You're placing money into the markets, and if you're right more than you're wrong, you have a good RR, and you have good risk management, then you're gonna walk away profitable, and that's how you make money. When it comes to any other business, you have to set up warehouses, you have to talk to so much more people, you have to do a lot of managing, and that stuff is way more stressful, and most of you guys, honestly, you can't do it. Trading is definitely easier than all of those, but the hardest to learn. So at the end of the day, it's up to you. Or are you guys just gonna stick to your jobs and miss out on the ability to go on trips like this and actually enjoy your life? I literally just got myself a Porsche GT4 at 20 years old. If that's not enough to show you what trading has bought me, then I don't know what else I'm gonna have to show you. But either way, it's coming. You guys see Mamba, he's literally a prime example of what hard work and trading can buy you. Now, I know this guy has a massive social media that he probably gets paid from too, but that dude started from trading. He started from trading because he knew that trading was the one thing that you can get freedom like that from, that you can get an infinite amount of money from. So with that being said, guys, it is super windy. I honestly don't know how the audio is gonna sound on this clip, but let's get back to the actual resort and let me enjoy the rest of my evening, guys. They had a taco bar up here yesterday, and this time it looks like some sort of a kebab. But those tacos were delicious, and I love that because now you can just get into a line. There's not a lot of people, and you can have food at your disposal whenever you want. So I gotta confess some gluttony. This is the restaurant that I ate at yesterday with my wife, and this is the other restaurant I ate at with my wife. And the truth is, we did not have a reservation for that one. We did for this one, and this one was absolutely delicious. It was a Japanese style restaurant, so we had some sushi, we had some crispy rice, and just some spicy edamame to top it off. But we pretty much ate here, and we're ready to go back. But as we were walking over here, we were like, why don't we just go in and set a reservation? Because usually these places need reservations, but you can like come in and they'll put you on a wait list. We walked in and the dude was like, there's no reservation. If you guys want to sit down, you guys can sit down. We went ahead and sat down and ate 2 times back to back. And low-key, we ate. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we actually ate. Because that steak that we got served and some bone marrow was super delicious. But one of my favorite things about this whole entire place is just the overall aesthetic right here. We have this golden glow with like this dark brown aesthetic, and it just looks really good. If I was to pimp out my house, that's exactly how I'd make it look, honestly. Like, this aesthetic is amazing. All right, guys, I have made it back to the hotel, and I just wanted to say that's it for today's little vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at what it's like traveling, going to a resort like this, I know you guys didn't really get to peek into the actual restaurants, but I do have a lot of clips, so that's gonna be another video that's gonna be coming. I just have to do voice overlays for that one, so it's gonna come out probably after I'm back from the trip. But this was a brief little overview for you guys, and take a look, guys. It's so beautiful, and it's a great experience, especially if you guys get married. Take a honeymoon because it's gonna be a time that you guys can share and enjoy together. It's actually starting to rain, so as I said, this is what I was hoping for, a nice rainy evening. That way we could start up this bath right here and take a nice little bath with my wife. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed, and that's it for me today. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.